Hello, I'm Margie from Marjorie's Candies, and what I'm going to make today is just cocoa. And I've made this before, but this is an updated recipe. I've sort of improved upon it a little bit, and I enjoy it so much more that I just wanted to share it with you. This is what it looks like. I just made some. So now this will go into your refrigerator and it will last for several weeks. Or actually, there's no milk in it. It's just there's 1 cup of cocoa, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of warm water, and a little bit of vanilla, and just a pinch of salt. So there's nothing in here that's not going to really last in your refrigerator. So I'm going to start by showing you the ingredients again, and I'm going to mix it together. Once your syrup is made, you'll see that it's actually very thick. See, and I like a lot of syrup, and this is hot milk. As you see, it makes a nice dark hot chocolate. You put a marshmallow on there, and it's really so good. And this will last in the refrigerator. Well, I probably use this much because I don't drink coffee, so I drink this almost every morning in the winter time. And actually, there's only a little bit left in here, and let me show you what you can do with that. Well, I was going to tell you how long it lasts. That's about a tablespoon, and this is like 2 cups, so I guess you should do the math, which I can't do right now, but this probably lasts me about a couple of weeks. But when you get down to the bottom, you can just fill it with, almost fill it. You need a little shaking room. You can add a little bit of milk later if it's not quite, if it's a little bit too chocolatey, and just shake it. You can clean out the container. You can either just leave it in here and drink it from here. I love this kind of a size. This is actually a canning jar, but it's really nice. It fits in your hand really well. So you can either do that, or like I said, you can actually just take a tablespoon of this also and just make chocolate milk. Okay. As you see, that's pretty chocolatey, but that's actually, you can either drink it really chocolatey, or you can add a little bit more milk. So I'm going to show you how to make the chocolate syrup now. So what you want to do is you start off with, what I've done mostly is increase the water amount, because the syrup was, it was getting a little bit thick in the jar, and so I decided to just try with more water. So this is 1 cup of powdered sugar, 1 cup of cocoa, the powder that is unsweetened, baker's cocoa, and then a nice pinch of salt, okay, just for flavor. And you just use a whisk, and you can stir that in. You could strain the sugar and the cocoa, but it's not really necessary. So this looks pretty liquidy right now, but as you saw, when it does get cold, it becomes more of a syrup, because there's hot water in here. I just did it in the microwave. I just warmed up cold water. So just make sure it's all dissolved. Now, you can use some vanilla. Okay, this recipe also calls, this particular recipe amount would call for a ½ teaspoon of vanilla. And you can either do that or not do that. You can do it later if you want. When you're actually making your cocoa, you can add a little bit of that. You can also add a little amaretto or something, whatever you like. You're not adding that much of it. And they all have alcohol in them, so whatever flavor you like. And now this is just a plastic container. As you saw, I had it in a glass container. Something that you would can in, but you just kind of want to be careful if you're going to give it to somebody. You wouldn't want to give it to them in a jar like that, because they might think that it is, that you can put that up on the shelf because it looks like you might have processed it. So if I give something to somebody, I would never give it to them in a jar like that, because this does need to be refrigerated, but it will last quite a while because there's no milk products in it. It's like I said, it's just the water and the sugar and the cocoa. I had this as a funnel, but I didn't need it, so we're fine. And so I'm just going to refrigerate this till tomorrow. Actually, you could use it now, but tomorrow it'll be more syrupy.